I ditched my boring low margin niche for one way more profitable in an unexpected industry, which I'll expose in this video.
So I have a little bit of a theory. When things aren't going well in my agency, it might not be that I'm doing the wrong things, but maybe I'm serving the wrong person. Say getting someone a client's worth $1,000 to one person, but $100,000 to another person. Isn't that same result worth 100 times more, but just applied differently?
I'm gonna be digging up far and wide every successful cold email campaign I've ever run across all the niches. Put them in this bucket and draw a new one that I can be more profitable in.
You guys, everything that I've worked hard for in the last 5 years, those niches are in this bowl. And the next few weeks of my life depend on this draw right now when I pull the niche that I'm gonna be going after instead of creative agencies. I'm a little nervous. You guys. This is shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up. I will be going after medtech. Okay, fine. You got me. Listen, I'm a YouTuber. Of course, I'm gonna rig stuff like that. This is a good lesson for you guys to not believe everything you see online, okay?
Yes, the answer is yes. I will be changing my company from creative agency outreach to medtech companies. And the reason I'm so confident about it is because we've been getting insanely good results, right? In a niche that's normally really hard to tap into, doctors, physicians, people like that. So in order to do that, I need to change a couple things. One, the website. Two, the outreach copy, the template, and start asking for feedback and not selling anybody. I'm gonna start working on that while we talk about results. The core of everything starts with a result. If you don't have a result, you don't have anything. So start by getting a result for someone, somehow, some way. It doesn't even really matter. Don't even think about it. Just start. When in doubt, get someone a result. You can always change the way that that result is applied later on. For me, I have a slew of different case studies and things like that from doing AI cold outreach in a number of different niches. Started by just laying them all out here inside a fig jam. So the question becomes, what do we have here that is worth repackaging? I drew up my 3 favorite targets that I have results in. The next thing that I did is made a very specific value-based pitch for how the skill that I have could solve a problem that they have. It's in their own context. While you guys were busy watching my YouTube video, I was on Webflow here, finding a nice little template, just something basic, a single page, that'll do the job, to go ahead, load it up, go into ChatGPT, start finding, just some basic copy that's gonna convert my offer. Somebody that works at a medtech company would actually understand. I mean, and better yet, this puppy's looking good on mobile. All the information there that you would need to at least see who in the heck this meeting pair company is. Go ahead and we'll talk about copy. So I went and found some Catalyst databases. You gotta have Catalyst databases. If you're gonna do this stuff, Catalyst databases are a must. I didn't know exactly what Device Talks was. I'd heard of it though, that it is kind of a top industry resource that a lot of people in medtech use. So I listened to some of the podcast episodes and said, hey, there's a whole bunch of material here. Let's go ahead and gather these leads. So we gathered the leads, have the team go out there, verify, get all the data, and get a company description. We use AI to create this custom first line, target-based challenges that we think they might be going through. We have a whole bunch of other content here too that's using, again, ChatGPT for Sheets to create some awesome material. All right, let's take a look at what was actually said to those that were on the Device Talks podcast.
I heard you on with Tom Salemi from Device Talks in the episode about Clearly's heart disease solution. I found it incredibly intriguing. I've been spending time buried deep in this topic. The product I've been working on at Meeting Pair effectively enables med device staff to be connected with the right physicians who are usually out of reach. We're attacking this problem using AI to build an unbelievably rich database. During a recent beta trial, we got 1 out of 5 physicians we touched to engage in conversation about a demo. I'd love to get your feedback on what we're building. Your input would be massively valuable. Would you be opposed to connecting the week after Thanksgiving?
There's 3 follow-ups to this specific email, and let's go ahead and evaluate their results. Out of those numbers, we saw a 5.8% response rate, which is not horrible. It's also not really record-breaking, except for one of those contacts happened to be somebody who absolutely changed the game for us
and you'll see an interview with him at the end of this video. Guys, if you're liking this stuff, join my Skool group where we're doing a niche hopping challenge so that you can write the copy that's going to get you a lot higher paid clients. See you in there. I then proceeded to find new Catalyst databases that were going to get me one step further based on what I'm learning. Then we went after a second group of device talks here, hit up the Biome device conference exhibitors. That one got a 7% response rate. And then finally, we made some really big copy changes here, and I'll read these off to you.
Subject, show log. Hi, Justin and team. This morning, I listened to your episode on the Med Sales Pod covering Rhythm Al and medical sales. So important going into 2024. Reason for reaching out. Dang near out of the blue lolo. The product I'm designing in beta at Meeting Pair effectively enables med device staff to be connected with the right physicians who are usually out of reach. It's looking at unique interest triggers with Al. During a recent beta trial, we got 1 out of 5 physicians we touched via email to engage in conversation about a demo. It was a 21% reply rate. I'm not sure this is a match for Rhythm Al, but I'd love to get your feedback on what we're building. Would you be opposed if I sent over more info?
So this was one that just absolutely dominated with a 25% response rate out of only 72 leads. And we got a lot of responses that looked like this. Ultimately, could change the whole world of our business.
Took this meeting, normally it's with a lot of the reach outs I don't, but I saw what you were doing, and would just love to give you my perspective on the space. Great. How do we support those BD folks? It's not really in-house, it's outside, right? So right, there's a lot of folks you can contract to someone in your position, right? Would be understand 2 things extremely well. Understand the landscape you're playing in. So understand the direct competitive offerings to you. And I'm going to give you one company in particular. It's less on maybe the commercial outreach side, but more like a really phenomenal AI platform to engage clinicians in like advisory board type feedback areas. As a smaller player, right, there's plenty of opportunity out there. So you don't need to be the biggest or the best, right? But you need to be contemporary or no one's going to give you any time of day. You can try to be a solution that serves everyone's needs. And, if you're a big player and you can do that well, great. Or you can come in and really focus on a niche and build out that niche, right? A lot of those niches, the bigger guys aren't going to give that much attention to, but it still could be a very, very profitable business. Big company, Abbott, Lilly, they would never give any credence to it. It could easily be a $20-50 million top line a year product, right? That's significant for someone running a small business. And understand how you could partner within that, right? So there's areas that they may not entertain engaging in, right? What if you were partnering with those folks, right? And helping, bolt on to what they're doing, ingesting their stuff and providing an offering that nobody else is providing. But again, our focus was more so on leveraging it for feedback from clinicians. So it wasn't about sales outreach. Again, that's what you have to sell, right? Is what's your differentiating aspect? What need are you're solving that these folks aren't? If not, you're competing on, well, I can solve it cheaper. You're competing on price, you're competing on niche. I got this group, they don't. So start digging into that. And, I'd be more than happy to get another call, any guidance I can provide, be more than happy to help you.
As him and I built a relationship, he sort of gave me the playbook to exactly how he would build a cold email solution for people in his industry that would be worth, let's just say, millions of dollars. Whether or not you choose to just literally steal like the exact niche, or you use the same method to find your own blue ocean opportunities, I just really could care less. All that to say, if you're feeling stuck right now, don't be afraid to try opening up a new niche. And once you do, don't be salesy. Just take the time, sit back, learn what you can about what the prospect is telling you. And remember, always, this is the most important thing, don't forget to